Mikel, good to see you, as always. Obviously, every game is an opportunity. Every 3 points is massive between now and the end of the season. But Arsenal versus Liverpool, the league leaders versus the reigning champions, you know, coming to your house, to the Emirates Stadium. Is this a game where you circle weeks in advance and go, this is a big one?
It is special, it is different. It's just after all the Christmas period as well. It's against the champions, and it's a massive game for us. And we're really excited, we're looking forward to it. We know what we have to do. We know the atmosphere that we're going to have in front of our supporters as well to generate an incredible energy in the stadium, and it's a big opportunity for us.
Yeah, you often speak about the context that your team has to go through, and how much does this game drive you with the context that this is Liverpool, the trophy that you want, they have it right now. How much does that drive you and the team?
It's driving us every single day, because that's the aim, that's the objective, that's the dream, and we're working towards that for a lot of months. Still so many to go, and you have to take that daily, and tomorrow's game is a really important one, obviously.
Yeah, on this very day last year, you were 6 points behind Liverpool. Now you have a 6-point lead yourself. Does this season just feel that little bit different, or how different does it feel compared to 1 year ago?
Well, it is different. Obviously, you're talking about just the table, but there are a lot of things that are different that hopefully we have improved. We have shown a huge level of consistency throughout the league and in all competitions, with a lot of issues and different aspects that we have and challenges that we had around it. And yeah, now we need to continue to do what we're doing.
Yeah, let's go through some of those differences. So normally at this time of year, the Christmas period, December, early January, has been in the last couple of years when your team has slightly dropped off in terms of points, in terms of attacking quality. But this season it's very different. You've scored 7 goals in 2 games, and things seem to be really clicking in attack at the moment. What do you put that down to?
Again, there are moments, and the more you win and the more players are with the right level of confidence. We have recovered a lot of players in the front line, apart from Kai. They are all in a really good moment. They are contributing with goals, with threat, with assists, where they are starting or finishing games as well, which is very, very positive as well. So we have very good options, and yeah, as you said, the team is clicking. Yeah,
does that then, this form, set you up really well for a different transfer window that you've had? Does the transfer window feel different compared to a year ago?
Well, we had some really bad news last year, and this period we lost Gabi Jesus with an ACL for 1 year, and then we lost Kai Havertz for 4 months. That was a huge blow that you have to deal with for many, many months, and obviously that put a lot of pressure on the team.
Yeah, your man management has actually been praised quite a lot recently in terms of squad rotation. For example, Declan Rice, not rushing him back to play against Aston Villa, maybe taking a risk there, but maybe in previous seasons you might have done Bukayo Saka starting on the bench against Bournemouth. Are you almost learning from previous seasons in terms of how to rotate these players?
Yes, but as well as the options that you have available. Sometimes you do want to do that, and you are not available to do that. And this season, for example, we had games that we wanted to rotate in the back line, and we didn't have options to do. At the beginning of the season, it was with the front line. Now the team is more stable, the availability is much better as well, and the options are there. And then the players are giving us and giving me every single message that we need to trust them, and they can play in any context and perform really well and win games.
Yeah, it was interesting you say last week that you have to change your protocols with regards to Bukayo and sort of how many minutes he has to play. What did you mean by that?
Well, but we have to be very, very smart. You know, the amount of minutes that he's played, you know, the load that he's going through as well. It's unique at his age, I would say, and since he started with us, and we need to protect him to get the best out of him, which is the ultimate goal.
Yeah, because you have Noni Madueke there. Now, he scored twice against Club Brugge, and then was an unused substitute for the next 3 Premier League games. And now you have Eberechi Eze, the last 4 games. He's not been able to get off the bench. What do you say to those players during those moments where, you know, they've come to the club, but they haven't been able to get the minutes that maybe they would have thought they had before?
Well, because we are looking at a very short period of time, but Noni has played a lot of games. Ebs has played more games with us now than he's ever played before January, you know. So, again, if they have any doubts, give them clarity, paint the context. the reason why they're here, the way they are contributing, and they've been incredibly good to handle and to manage because they want it so badly, and they know that with the squad that we have, there are going to be moments for all of them. When you have it, take it, and that's what they've been doing.
Yeah, obviously Victor Gyökeres has taken his time to settle into the Premier League, and Christian Norgard's maybe another player who hasn't played as much minutes as maybe he would have won. I just wanted to ask, when you're a new player joining Arsenal, what do you think the biggest challenges is both on and off the pitch? Because it seems like such a complex tactical setup with players who've been there for years and years and years, but also at the same time you have to deal with the pressure for playing Arsenal football as well.
Well, depending on who you are. I mean, if you are Victor, so you said, I always do that exercise with the players, so you come to a new country. Do you speak the language, yes or no? What is your family situation? Because Eddie was very protected. He comes here and he's exposed on his own. He needs to live 5 months in a hotel. Then you start to come here and the schedule changes. You have to play every 3 days in the most demanding league in the world that you never played before. Then is a different system, a different methodology, different teammates that are 9 needs that synergy and that chemistry with them, and then becomes the environment, the pressure and the expectation. So it's a lot of factors to handle, and they are really young men. But they all have an amazing attitude towards it. They understand that it's part of the journey. And the fact that it doesn't, or it goes really well in the beginning, doesn't mean that it's going to stay like this as well for months or years. So it's something that you have to earn and tweak constantly, and it's like shaping a pencil every single day, and we are here and we are responsible to help them to do that, to get the best out of them.
When you have players who maybe aren't playing as much, or maybe not playing as well as they like, more players such as Kepa Arrizabalaga as well, he's had to be patient and wait his time alongside Noni, alongside Eze. What do you see from them in the training ground when they're not playing so well?
Well, my judgment on a player is understanding how he's fulfilling his role. Kepa, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
For his role, what he has to do, what he's doing, unbelievable. Christian, unbelievable. Victor, very good. Okay, he can score more goals, but all the other aspects is extraordinary, you know. And the things that are non-negotiable are the attitude, the energy, the willingness to win, to support the teams. All this is it has to be done. The rest is just moments as well, because it's football.
Yeah, we've spoken about Noni and Eberechi Eze not playing as many minutes, but then there's a flip side to it, because then you see Bukayo Saka in great form. Martin Odegaard seems to be back to his very best. How much are they impacted by those guys being around the building in place compared to what you had in previous seasons? Well,
that's a reality as well. When you talk about those players and the way they are playing, it's difficult to find the right moment to play that much. But the same with Declan, you know. Declan is doing incredibly well, but he's playing a lot of minutes, but somebody else is playing less minutes.
Yeah.
The fact is, Mikel, when he hasn't played that many, he has to play as a 9, he was extraordinary. Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah, but have you seen a difference in Bukayo and Martin this season? Because there's been 2 people who are more closer to their level than in previous seasons.
I don't know, those 2, they've been quite consistent, to be fair, in the last few years. But yeah, it's always positive, because it always raises the bar.
Yeah.
And training, the standards are higher. I think you learn as well from your teammate with all the qualities that they bring, the way they operate, the way they do all the things, and that's really good.
The next 12 days, you've got 4 competitions, 5 games and 4 competitions. Do you, as Arsenal manager, have a priority for which competition sits?
Yeah, the next game.
Yeah?
And that's the only way to look at it, because you can start to think and plan, okay, in 3 games, in 4 games. The reality and what this league shows you as well is today, is now, and what we can predict most of the time is pretty different to what we have to face as well. Yeah. So take it, have an overall idea. I think it's very important, because at the end we need to plan certain things, but then there is a moment as well that you have to follow your gut.
Yeah, but you're not going to give much detail into the overall idea, are you?
No.
No, perfect. At Anfield, you lost. Against Man City, you drew. Now, a lot of people say that in order to claim Premier League titles in the second half of the season, you have to claim those big wins. Is that how you see it? And also, is tomorrow one of those games?
Depending on the league. With Man City, we won the league without winning those games.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And sometimes winning all of them. So at the end, you're gonna need a certain amount of points to win it. What we really want is win tomorrow.
And finally, if you had a message for Liverpool, who are coming to your house, who are coming to your stadium, 60,000 people at the Emirates Stadium, what message would you give to Liverpool?
No, my message is to my players and to our supporters, which is tomorrow. Bring all the energy that you have, bring all the passion that you have, and go for it.
Perfect. Good luck with it. Thank you.
Thank you.